YouTube, this is Check95 here, and I'm going to show you my updated Prophecy deck profile. So I guess I'll start with my report from Saturday. I went 3-1 in top forward, because our locals isn't so big, so there's not really that many rounds. So round 1 I faced Machina gadgets against my good friend. Game 1 I just outpaced him with my tower +1s and kept dropping Priestess and protecting it with like Fates and Wisdoms, so I won that game. Game 2 I did the same thing and he didn't draw that well, so when he dropped the Gores I just made a big eye and took it. So yeah, that was round 1. Round 2 I was facing against my good friend playing Mermails. I 0-2 that game. He just drew the Diva Megalo play, so I just lost. So, didn't draw T-Roar or Trag or anything. So I was like, oh well. Round 3, I faced another Machina Gadgets player with Geargias. It was a 2-1. Game 1, I just outsped him with my engine, you know, kept searching and destroying his Geargia armors with Priestess. Game 2, he just destroyed me. Like, I didn't draw anything, and he's warning my Magician, and all I had was, like, dead spell cards in hand, like, a bunch of Wisdoms and stuff, so I lost that game. Game 3, it was back and forth, it was a grind game. We just kept pushing back, it kept going back and forth, but eventually, I made a big eye and took his, Fortress, and I pretty much won. So there's that game. And then round 4, I faced against Firefist. What am I talking about? Firefist. I 2-0'd that. I just dropped the Priestess and then just protected it, and I won. They really can't get over the Priestess without Bear, so I just kept using Fate and Breakthrough Skill and used my Veilers to stop them. So, yeah. And then we just top 4 split, so that's that. So, let's just start with the profile. Since my last build, there's a bunch of cards that were switched, but it's basically the same standard build. 3 Priestess, standard. 3 Magician, standard. Oh, by the way, someone Mind Crush Magician from my hand. I was like, oh, okay. They were like main decking Mind Crush. I was like, alright. 1 Temperance and 2 Justice. Never gonna change this until next set. Temperance will come out. 2 Breakers. Bait out the back row. So good against all the back row decks. Firefist, oh my goodness. They warning it, then I drop Priestess, and they just cry. Veiler. I know Veiler isn't played as much right now, because Phoenix Chain really outclasses it right now. But I like the Veiler in this deck. It's a spellcaster, works with life and all that stuff, so it's good. 2 Tragoedia, your hand size, you know, with Tower, getting that extra draw. And this thing can get really big. So there's that. Spell cards. There's 15 spell books this time. Last time it was 15? Yeah, no, 17. So I cut it down by 2. It still works perfectly fine. And the Wonder Wands aren't in this deck anymore because I don't know, game 1 I just drew them dead or like no monster, so I'd rather have like a little defense since people don't expect defense in this deck. But anyway, 3 secrets, you know, the search card. 2 Masters, standard. Cut it down to 2 Wisdom. Even though there's a lot of back row decks in my locals, I think 3 Wisdom is still a little too much. I mean, you can recycle them anyway. Or if you have to, banish it with Priestess or Fate and then return it with Eternity. So, it's a good card, but you only need 2 of them. Japan only plays 1. 2 Power, one of the best spellbooks ever. Favorite spellbook is Fate. Tower, you know what this does. Life. I made Arcanite Magician at least 3 times yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, Saturday. So, this card's really good. 1 Eternity. Never gonna up this more than 1. I put 2 Mystical Space Typhoons for the Wonder Wands. The Mermail matchup is still a really hard matchup, because they can OTK you really easily, you know, Diva, Megalo, all those plays. So this just gives me an out to Sphere. Or hit their back rows before dropping Priestess or something. Ah, this card's really good. I side the 3rd one. the Trinity, Darko Reborn, and Heavy. Whoa, that's some really bad glare. Traps, T-Roars, 3 of them. I got 1 secret so far. My friends were like, oh, get supers. I'm like, nah, I'll just get secrets. Saves your life a lot. It's really good. When your opponent tries to get that game push in, you threatening roar them, then punish them by dropping your monsters and just destroying the field. 2 Torrentials. Added these in. It's really good. I took out the Wisdom and the Star Hall for it. I'll put Star Hall when next set comes out where I can search it. This card's really good, especially if you have a Priestess. This in Wisdom. You just activate the Torrential, then you chain the Wisdom, call traps on your Priestess, and then everything on your opponent's boards dies, and then your Priestess is still there. So this card's really good. It's also good against like Wind-up. It's pretty much good against everything, so yeah, there's that. The 1 breakthrough skill. Clutch against Firefist. Yeah, really good card. Especially when they cited in their Thunder Kings, so I'm like, nah. Extra deck time. The same magic art token. You got the rank 2s. You got Gachi, Phoenix, and Shining Elf. Yep. Rank 3s, you got Zenmaines. That's it. Rank 4s, you got Maestroke. 7s, you got Hierophant and Big Eye. I can't wait for Drago Sack in the next set so I can make it. Gustav, I summoned this once yesterday and my opponent was really salty. It was against the Firefist player, game 2. He didn't see it coming. I was like, ha. And then level Synchros, you got Armory Arm. I don't know why I play this. I don't even summon this. I'll probably just trade it or something. Librarian, really good. Spellcaster. Tempest, get the extra burn for game. I hardly summon this, but when I do, I usually win. Arcanite, the clutch card. Summoning this 3 times yesterday was so good. You summon this first. Well, I summoned this first. Pop this 3 back row. No, not beat 3 back row. I popped this 2 back row. And then I dropped my Priestess. Then I destroyed the 3rd one, and then I made a Big Eye and took their... What did I take? Oh yeah, I took their Tiger King. Because I knew he had that trap. I forgot it was like Tensu or something. He raises by 800. Well, 1,000 during that turn. But yeah. Then you got Synchros. The level 8 Synchros, Stardust, Scrap Dragon, and Crimson Blader. This card's going to be really good after next set. Because Elemental Dragons, if you keep beating their monsters down, they can't drop their Elemental Dragons. So this card's really good. Side deck. It's changed quite a bit. 2 Maxi. Still a really good card. I side this in for Mermails. I take the Veilers out, 2 Snowmen. Against Dino Rabbit, Dino Fist. And against Gadgets. Even though Bear can pop it and Firefist is still a good card. Yeah. 1 Imp. Dark Worlds is your hardest matchup, but... No, I'll just play 1. I cut the other one. I put another card in. Dinah. I took Jowgen out for this. It's bigger than Jowgen, and you can set it, and then when they attack into it, you can blow up their whole board. So I like that little feature of it. Jowgen can be run over by like a Karibo. Oh god. 1 Prohibition. Really clutch against gadgets. As soon as they summon their gadget, I call the gadget that they searched, which is good. Or if against heroes, you call Alias. So there's that. The 3rd MST. 3 Soul Drain against Mermails, Dark Worlds. Breakthrough Skill. The 2nd one, it's really good. Gets everything. Excited for like Rabbit and Firefist. Curse Seal against the Prophecy Mirror Match. Hit their secrets, you win. And finally 2 Decree. That's the deck profile. I'll probably make another one after this Saturday, but we'll see. So, yeah. $100 card, woo! Alright. See you guys.